Hello. So this is just a very quick run through of a very basic test server setup. The ambition here is to create a sort of a persistent environment where pilots can practice different types of operations like sling loading, troop insertion, extraction, bomb damage assessment, CAS, escorts, all that sort of stuff. So it's early days, but this is what I have so far. So we've got 6 pilots, all called Kerry apparently. Bunch of helis, this guy, some flags, and this is untested, but the idea is that you've got some operational controls here. So you can create some kind of deployment mission or a sling loading mission. So when you click that, that creates a target and a destination. So you need to go here, pick up a crate and drop it down here. Now at the moment there is no win states, so there's no way to really determine if something's successful, but ideally it would have something like, is this type of crate that was slung to the bottom of your heli on the ground and intact and that sort of stuff. So once you accept a mission, you should kind of be stuck with it until you're either successful or otherwise. And I suppose the thing I'm sort of struggling with at the moment is to understand how to kind of make it so that different players can run missions simultaneously, or gang up and sort of do missions together. So I'm kind of still working all that out. So all I'm going to do now is just show off my really shit sling loading skills. Partly why I made this mission was to kind of practice this skill, which I'm obviously not very good at. So here we go. One thing I did realise recently was that little birds can sling load as well, crates. Probably most of you knew that, but I didn't. So that's the destination. And there is a truck on the dock, and the idea initially was to drop this on the truck. Turns out that's pretty tough. So I'm thinking maybe some kind of win state to drop it on one of those green barrack style buildings. So I'm going to try and do that instead, because that is a bit of a bigger landing zone for the crate. So the thing I've learned just from doing some tests is fine controls, I suppose, and getting a bit more familiar with altitude when you're sling loading, and obviously the camera to the bottom left is very useful too. And the other thing I've noticed is that if you are using a mouse, as I am, then if you don't continually push forward the cyclic, if you're sling loading something, you will be pulled backwards. And if you get fixated on the sling loading cam, you do sort of lose track of where your heli's going. Oh, did that land? So that would be a fail. but you get the picture. So then a mission commander would be able to say things like, or specify things like maybe how many crates to load, or maybe they would be told how many crates to load. Now that's just one particular example. There's all sorts of other potential options. I think I actually did define a random spot for troop deployments, so I'll just try and demonstrate that as well without crashing. That sling loading camera is actually very useful. So these are the player slots, so if I were to kill myself I should respawn here. Yeah, so what I've got now is a random point here, so at the moment it's just a marker, nothing happens, but what should happen is I should be able to pick up a team and take them there. But because I'm not running AIC, I can't actually demonstrate that in this video, but you get the idea. You grab a heli. So the other thing I thought we could do is, as a mission commander, you can sort of choose what type of heli you want to fly, and then you get a choice of missions appropriate to the heli that you feel like flying. Or you could be given a whole bunch of random tasks to do, and you've just got to get on with it, and you've got to learn how to fly the Blackfoot, or be a gunner in a Blackfoot, or Ghost Hawk, Huron, AH6, whatever. So yeah, that's what I've got so far.